herzlich willkommen. Ja, in einem neuen Jahr. Es ist über 3,5 Monate her, dass wir die letzte Podcast-Aufnahme hier verrichteten an meinem Wohnzimmertisch. Und ja, ich möchte euch alle herzlich wieder begrüßen im Jahr 2026. Wir schreiben heute den 21. März, der Frühjahrsbeginn. Und ja, wir haben uns hier eingefunden. Es ist viel, viel geschehen auf dieser Welt. Ich darf wirklich sagen Welt, es ist global mittlerweile ein großes Geschehen, ein heftiges Geschehen. Und ja, wir beide waren auch viel unterwegs, hatten andere Dinge zu tun und mit heute haben wir das Glück, dass wir wieder hier sitzen. Neben mir sitzt meine liebe Kollegin Toni und mietet sich ein, wie ihr es alle schon kennt. Ihr hört sie manchmal vielleicht gähnen und es wird nicht lange dauern, dann darf ich Milady ansprechen und sie fragen, ja, nach all diesen Umständen, die jetzt auf dieser Welt herrschen, die deutlich nach veränderten und neuen Lösungen suchen. Es drängt der Umstand, wir kommen mit unseren alten Verhaltensweisen nicht mehr weiter. Und mit diesem Anliegen möchte ich wirklich heute an Milady herantreten und ja, Fragen stellen zu der Kriegssituation, zu den Wetterverhältnissen, zu den Elementarwetterverhältnissen. Ihr werdet vielleicht meinen, einmal mehr. Es ist allerdings verändert. Es ist sehr verändert. Ja, herzlich willkommen.
Hello world, hello again.
Space Radio.
Hello Space Radio,
Yeah.
yes. Welcome back, welcome to the speech, welcome to all the informations that we can give you, welcome to the transformation time you're in, welcome also to the healing information. It's I know in your world, you don't like this word healing information, but what is a healing in your world? So a healing is not only that science or a medicine can heal you, but it is also that energy and frequency are there to be used. And what does that mean for you as human beings? So what does that mean? That you can heal in this upcoming time, that you can go through something which is unknown for you, which is, let me say, unknown for more than 3,800 years. And at that time you had, I would call it like human beings with this high elevated understanding, less and less and less, but you had these beings on earth, and these beings had this high energy, and we are talking about this high energy today.
Gerne.
What is going
Sehr
on
gern.
for you right now in the year what you are writing in your world? So you know that, in this, let me say, cosmic mathematics, there is no time. There is no, it's not the life, or it's not the informations that you have on earth, but the informations are given. So we talked already what is in the year 2027, 28, 29, but also now we know that you want to know what is changing, what does it mean exactly now for you, what you have to look, or on what you have to look at to go forward. We talked about the energy crisis already. We talked also about, the wars you're in already. We talked about what is changing also in the information of medicine. We talked also about what is in the information of the cosmic energy and what does that mean for you. about gravity. We talked so many times about gravity and frequency. So we don't want to repeat the same thing. That's not, you know, what you need to know, because you should know it after all that time. But we want to spot out on what you have right now on your world map as community or as countries or as a society. What will cause what where, because so you can be informed now that you are ready to understand what is going on. You are, let me say, you are like surprised when asteroids are falling down on your Earth.
Noch immer.
Yes, but this is something which is like speeding up, and it's everywhere. So, you know, it is not something that you can say, well, now we are ready just to say to an, well, I need to say it that way, to say to an asteroid, it's not your time that you can come right here today. The asteroids have changed their, let me say, their volume, and through that volume and through this, let me say, expanding of cosmic energy, they are bigger. It's like, you know, you have a little stone and now you get the bigger stones on the way to transform also some landscapes in your world. Because an asteroid is not just something that it's like to see and just to speculate what could it be and something nice. It transforms also where it goes down. And now you want to know where it goes down, because you're still not there to know what is changing. Now, in the year
wir können es noch nicht erkennen.
Yes, and in the year
in keinster Weise müssen wir uns doch eingestehen.
Yes, and in the year 2026, you will have about 13 asteroids coming down. They are bigger ones, they are smaller ones, but they are always showing up, or let me say, also bringing confusion for sure to the people, because it's something like new that it is in that kind of quantity, and it brings also confusion to the place where they go down. So right now you think, well, it must be in a desert, it must be in the sea, it must be up in the mountains. It is much more, and I need to say it that way. It is more in the northern hemisphere that we will have much more, and I need to say much more because in the southern hemisphere it will be just one. So 12 will be in the northern hemisphere, and this, let me say this. It is like, you know, a changing moment for places, for the landscape, for the people, and for your daily life. So that you're not confused in saying it is something which is, I don't want to say unknown, or, you know, you have drones, unfortunately, you have drones in your world, that you think that it is a drone. It is, asteroids can just make or just show the same quality of what drones can or are doing right now on Earth, on planet Earth, that you understand that it's not somebody going or making war against something or someone or a country, that you understand that this kind of elevated energy, cosmic stones are bringing also fire and little disturb, little bit, let me say, until bigger essences of changement. That you understand that. So they are not drones, they are asteroids, how you call it in your world, and they are bringing also this some destructions with fire, with the fire element. And we talked also about fire in the past, in some of the past episodes. That you understand that. So this year it's about 13, 12 in the northern hemisphere, 1 in the southern hemisphere. The biggest one will be, and fortunately it will be in a place where, and fortunately I need to say it that way, in a place where it's not so common that people are living. And that's good, but it will transform. It will transform
die Gebiete
exactly,
dort.
which is not bad, because it comes also to more water and to a place where things can grow. And we talked also once about volcanic ashes. It is also that volcanic activities starts to get more in the world, so that, you know, these two combinations, and this is what you don't know, these two combinations are bringing up a different landscape that you can, and we talked also about that, put different seeds in places, well, not today, not tomorrow, that things can grow, because with water, with seed, with heat, and with a different and a changement of the earth's quality, you have also, let me say, the beginning of a new era, where on some places where it was a desert or it was a desert-like space, things are growing.
Yeah, natürlich.
And so that you understand, it's not bad, and you don't have to put them away or think they are destroying our cities or your cities in your world. You need to understand that through that, it gives the possibility for human beings in your world to bring also what you need. And what do you need? You need water to survive. You need more oxygen, and we talked about more trees. That's not something that it's made in one day.
Yeah.
And you need the place where they can grow.
Yeah.
So you need to understand this activity with the asteroids and with the volcanic ashes is changing the northern hemisphere. But you will have also times going ahead, which times let me say, which there will be much more colder weather.
Oh, interessant. Ja, das können wir noch gar nicht wirklich verstehen aufgrund unserer Wetterverhältnisse,
exactly. And now you're
die das
talking,
Gegenteil zeigen.
You're talking, or you're, let me say, like looking at your problems with the oil. What you will have in the future, there will be oil crisis in your world, and also through the movement of the places and earthquakes and seaquakes, it will move, you know, it will shake, that some, let me say, some points you just can generate oil like you did until now.
Yeah.
So you need to understand, exactly, so there is no oil, there is no gas, you will have colder times. What do you need? It's wood.
Yeah.
And how many times we talked about plant more trees, just really stop to build up things and houses and places which are not needed that much in the future. You need to understand your ecological system in a new way, and it's a new thinking which is coming now to Earth through these elementary changements that you need to discuss differently in society to, let me say, it's like a reburn of nature, because it's needed also for the upcoming generation. Yeah. So it's not that you think only for yourself, what you need right now, but you need to look also, if you love your children and the children upcoming, or your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, you need to think differently now and to take the steps now and not in 20 years. Yeah. And this is like to show you that what is happening, it's not something bad, it's changing the world, that the upcoming generation can live and survive also those times which they are looking or standing in front of.
Ja, und es bringt uns es hart und klar vor Augen, dass wir in dieser Verantwortung eben auch stehen heute.
It is your time to be in that responsibility, that you are looking forward with the knowledge that we are giving to you, that you are looking right now you're talking about your planet, the blue planet, and you have lots of water, and it will change also through the activities with the asteroids and with the volcanic ashes.
Also so elementar wird die Verhältnisse zwischen Wasser und Land, also Erde, verändern.
Yes, it is a starting now that you understand. It's not from today to tomorrow, but it is a transforming, and it will transform also daily life. So if you, let me say, think to have everything what you needed until now, it will be less and less in the future, but it's not bad because the upcoming generation don't need the same things that you needed until now. So if you need, for example, I just can give you examples. If you need, for example, a house with 20 rooms, 20 rooms for 2 or 3 people, it's not needed in the future. So the place for such a house, it's not needed for the next generation to build up that way. 20 rooms are needed for a community to live, so that you understand they will live differently. And the place where you think, well, we don't have this place and we don't have that, it starts to transform, to rebuild the world for the new generation. And it's nothing bad what is happening now. That's what you need to understand. That the cosmic energy and elementary mathematics needs to go on to come to the way also to bring new life on earth. And with new life, it's not, a life of a human being, which we talked also many times, but it is to transform the ecological side, the landscapes, the earth, the elementary things which are needed, that human being can live and can continue to live on planet Earth.
Yes,
and now, you're looking to this changement with a completely different eye. You're looking at that like, well, an asteroid is falling down and it hits my...
Jüngst jetzt gerade eben vor knapp 2 Wochen, dass ein kleinerer Asteroid hier Grenze Schweiz-Deutschland niedergegangen ist. Und ja, wir sind natürlich schockiert, weil wir es auch nicht
You're not expecting that things like that are happening, and you are looking everything as a destructive element, but you need to see it different. And it is because the cosmic energy, the frequency, the gravity changed, and now everything which is changing above you in a sphere which you don't have, let me say, you don't have the knowledge of the informations. You have in your world the knowledge of, it's like measuring things, but you don't have
unsere Maßeinheiten.
Exactly, but you don't know what's behind that, because it's much bigger than your elementary machines and computers that you have. There is much more behind. And this behind is moving, and it's moving towards the earth. So the gravity is changing, everything is changing, and so everything gets into everything outside gets a new rule. Everything outside gets a new rule to make, change also what it's the planetary system. And when you see that as something also to transform also the new life on earth, the new being on earth, the new, because you are looking at the universe as something which must be like that because it was like that always. And now after so many thousands of years it changed, and we talk many times about the fast time, and that's why it will be that much, that because you never had that 13 asteroids are falling in 1 year to the world. And that you understand the quality also of this elementary it's necessary that it happens. And it's not that you are thinking it destroys something. You need to see it in a different way. So let them fall down where they need to fall down. It's the mathematic, because let me say it that way. The mathematics are given, we talked about that. The more you start to change things, the more dangerous it can get for you, because they have their own rule to be and to work how they need to work and to be. And this is something you need to understand as a human being. So it's not something about your extraordinary technology to do something out there without the knowledge what's behind. It's very interesting also to you to understand it and to focus with a different eye to the cosmic energy.
Ja, es ist das Momentum, was uns die Natur in ihrer Initiative quasi reicht.
The mathematics, yes.
So ist, und es ist so eine höhere Gewalt dahinter, eine höhere Intelligenz, die wir als solche ja nicht abzuschätzen vermögen als heutige Gesellschaft, es uns aber manchmal anmaßen, weil wir rückbezüglich uns orientieren, aber nicht nach vorne gewendet. Und diese Offenheit, die höre ich von Ihnen als Gestus quasi der Menschheit zu geben, take it as it is. So wirklich, sei diesem Wunder gewahr.
Yes, it is like in your world, you're starting to change human beings to be not human anymore, you know. It is, you are changing human beings to be electronical elements, robotic elements, something which is so, let me say, not realistic for planet Earth, but you are constructing something which starts also to bring confusion.
Ja, tut ja schon.
Exactly, yes, but brings confusion to the world and to this world system and to also the mathematics. So, and we talked also once about that. The more you look to change it in an electronical way, in technology, the more it falls down the negative way to human beings, to what is nature and natural. And, you know, it's like what is natural and what is electronic, or the way electronical things have to go. And the more you do that, the more it destroys you. And you know that, you know, but the more you know it about that on planet Earth, but you don't know it yet about what is outside planet Earth. And even there is so much mathematics that you need to understand the mathematics and to understand what gives you also the right to be on Earth, because it's not your knowledge that gives you the right to be on Earth. It is the mathematical terms and the mathematics from the cosmic to give you the right to be there, but the way they want to, or it wants to be. So the more you are destructing everything, the more you destruct yourself.
Ich höre in dem Ganzen diesen Appell, diesen innigen Versuch, möchte ich es nennen, dass sie quasi die Menschheit ansprechen, in ihrer Natur, in ihrer Urnatur wieder zu sein, nicht zu haben, sondern zu sein und sich zu besinnen, sprich mit der Natur wieder eins zu werden und nicht eins gegen das andere auszuspielen, geschweige denn, dass wir so weit uns entwickelt haben von unserer Urnatur, dass wir gegen die Elemente, gegen die Natur als solche uns wenden. Sprich, sie auch nicht akzeptieren. Es ist wirklich Respect.
And it is also the mathematics. You are changing. If I can give you as human beings, you have in your world watches, you have clocks, you have a time, and you are counting it with your knowledge. But now this clock, I don't want to say bigger, it goes faster, and it goes in a way that it's not everywhere at the same time, and it's like fast but not fast in every region. So you need to understand, when in some places things are happening all the time, you think, what's wrong here? Why is it like that? And you need to understand that now it's like you need to understand or see the world, the whole world in with different clocks on it. And in some places it goes so fast, and it goes not on your timetable, what you feel as time. When you feel 1 hour as a 1 hour, it goes 500 times faster. And this is something you can't survive as a human being. You can't survive in a way because your organs are not even willing to do that work. So you need to understand that in some places things are going so fast and the happenings are going so fast. And in some places you think that the time just is blocked or just is not working. So, and nature is not coming to come up to show what it needs to show up, so that the cosmic intelligence is doing that not because it is a fault, it is doing that because things have to change. And you need to respect this and not to put always question marks on something which is nature. I know that in your world you're talking and you are looking at what is, the poisoning of the air, what you are calling the climate change, and we talked also about that. But you need to understand that now the steps are getting faster in the cosmic intelligence and in the cosmic mathematics. And now it will be seen everywhere in the world as well.
Ja, es beginnt ja auch schon sehr deutlich. Also diese Veränderung,
But it will change your daily life.
Aber diese Veränderung, die wir in keinster Weise, wo auch immer sie auftritt, nachvollziehen können, verstehen können. Wir können es so nicht mehr. Das ist so deutlich. Und daran darf ich Sie auch noch angeknüpft anfragen, wann war in etwa dieses Veränderungsmoment der Gravitation, also diese, ich sag mal, für uns erlebbar als Verschnellerung, die Geschwindigkeit wie erhöhen.
It started about 28 years ago in your timetable.
Wow.
28 years ago, and it's not that you have seen that on Earth.
Nein.
It's not, your daily
Auch nicht
living.
gemessen. Konnte dies werden.
No. It was, I need to say it that way, it was something which was like, when you have a desert in front of your eyes, you see the whole thing, but you don't see the one thing. And that was the moment. You didn't feel it, and you didn't see it. But now things are changing, and now you see the whole desert, and not only the one thing, which started 28 years ago.
Also ein wunderbares Beispiel. Ich danke.
And now it's like being in that. So it's not, I don't like the word surviving, but it is like going forward in something which is not the world you had until now. And for the new generation, for the generation growing up, they need those changement, that they can go forward with their lives, because it will not be the life you had until now on your earth. They will not need all the things that you need right now on earth. And we're not talking about 100 and 200 years. We're talking about the next years, the years upcoming, and now upcoming. The moment upcoming. And this is something you need to understand as a society, which are right now on earth, which all your thinking and knowledge that this thinking is not needed anymore in the time upcoming, because it will change, it has to change, and it's good that it change for the next generation. And as we told always, it's not that you are the only human beings and you have the right to do whatever you want on earth, because earth is just also saying stop to you as human beings.
Eben.
And it stops you as human beings.
Ja, es ist die viel größere Kraft, Macht, Urgewalt, möchte ich sagen. Ja, ich danke Ihnen so für diese wertvollen Worte, auch diese Beispiele zu geben, damit wir haben wie eine Ahnung, die wird erweckt durch Ihre Worte.
Yes, you are looking at everything which is cosmic as something bad and negative. You are looking at things completely negative. We are saying and telling you what you had until now will change, and you need to focus to get less. And we talked also about the prime material, that you will get less prime material. It is also because of this changement. So you will not be able to build and construct things which were and have been until now yours. So also your daily life, what your fabrics in your world will be different.
Ja.
It's
Nicht
not
möglich
needed.
sein.
It will not be needed like it's needed until now. So stop to focus that much on that as human being, as society, governments as well. Yeah.
Darf ich Sie in diesem Zusammenhang auch, was die Ressourcen anbelangt, was unser Verhalten anbelangt als Menschheit, als verschiedene Länder, als verschiedene Communities, Vereinigungen, Gebilde, sage ich mal, darf ich Sie in diesem Zusammenhang auch anfragen bezüglich dieser Kriegssituation per se. Damit meine ich jetzt nicht die einzelnen Länder, aber ist das nicht auch ein Zeichen im Augenblick von unbändiger Veränderung, die wir gar nicht absehen können? Und nicht, dass wir das einsetzen als solches, aber was zeigt sich dort unter uns Menschen auch?
Well, we talked once that, the number of human beings will be so, will be reduced also because of natural death in the world, everywhere in the world. There is no country which it's normal, a human being, a body, there comes the time, the day, the second, which it will be not there anymore. And through this speeding up, you will be also not able to produce and to search and to look for things which are not used anymore in 20 years, because it speeds. It's like speeding up the way that you are focused on different elementary things which you need.
Ja, and so, das heißt Essen, Trinken, ein Dach über dem Kopf, wenn es kälter werden sollte, wie Sie das ja in dem Sinn vorhersagen, Wärme, das heißt, wir brauchen Holz.
And we always talk that you need more trees in your world, and you need also shadow. So you are talking right now, the discussions that you have in your world are like on an old map of your world. Now you're not ready, or you don't know the new map of your world. So you're speaking up about places which will be deserts because of the heat and the climate change. But now you don't have the cosmic intelligence to understand what's going on, how things are changing. And without this intelligence, your your thinking and knowledge of the landscapes of planet Earth will just change completely. And also through the elementary four forces, which starts to change also. Population starts to change, where people can live, how they can live together, where they will live together, and to change also the focus on what is necessary. So you will have less people, you will have completely a renewed planet Earth, a map, a new map. So it's so unlogical that you're doing wars for something which is just so unlogical that you will stay there.
Spannend. Können Sie uns so ein bisschen eine Jahreszahl oder eine Anzahl der Jahre
until everything is
Prozess auch geben?
It is starting now, and it's in the year 2026, and it there is, let me say, there is 3 to 4 years, which it will be like the heavy way, and then it reduce the speed or the how I can say it. It's not the speed, it's much more.
Ja, doch, wenn man von der Drehgeschwindigkeit ausgeht,
yes, but
kann man
that
sich
will
den
be
Globus ein bisschen vorstellen.
yes, but it will be the way that you can't imagine right now, and then it will speed up more than what it's coming now up as a speed. So it's speeding up, slow down, speeding up more than now. So it is something that the whole world will change, and this is like a time. I would say the time range. It's not. I would say it is that you need to understand it in 58 until 75 years. So it's not something that it is right now, but it starts to change that. And as I told, it's for the upcoming generation, but also the generation which will come to the world right now is included in this transformation. So you are doing completely stupid things down there for something which is not there anymore. In some places you have so many changement everywhere that it's so unlogical, because it's your logic in your world, it's your logic that you have to do this and this, but it's not the logic of the world mathematics. And if you understand it, and it's not 750 years, it's 75 years, the maximum.
Ja,
many of you are not there.
Yes,
for sure, many of you human beings are not there in 75 years, but you have the generation or the children right now which will have children. Not everybody, for sure. You will have also less people. We talked also about that. And there is not, you are thinking too much in family systems. You are too much in, organizing yourself as a community. That's the old world. That's the old map. It doesn't function in the new way it comes and shows up. If you have an asteroid falling down and it changes a country which is small with 5 million people, you need to understand that it changed the life of 5 million people.
Yeah.
That and it changed also what is the border of such a country. And it changed also the borders of the countries next to them. So you need to understand what's globally changing in these times. It is, what you need to understand to go forward and not to battle one against the other.
Ja, das ist völliger Zeitvertreib, sinnlosester Art, wirklich sinnentleert. Es ist so stupid, weil wir uns eben zurückbesinnen und auf unser bisheriges Recht quasi pochen, welches wir erfunden haben als Menschheit.
Yes, it is, and it will fall apart. So all the laws that you have right now on Earth and all the society, how I would call it, like the big influence of big society will just disappear, because you need to understand it's not logic anymore in what is changing, because it's not needed anymore, so it will fall apart.
Ja, und das wird auch nicht mehr sein können.
No, because it transforms completely everything, yes. And also this knowledge will fall apart, because what we told always, you put everything in your computers and the logic, and you think that what you put in the cosmic area of how you call it, you have the names how you call it in your world, but you think that there is like a place which with a big machine that you can put everything in, wonderful, but you change the root.
Ja.
It's like, just
coming, man ganz schnell den Stecker zieht und es ist nichts mehr übrig.
Exactly, and you are in that, so your knowledge is lost, and the future generation doesn't need your knowledge.
Yeah.
Because they are confronted with different things which are not worse than what you have right now.
Yeah.
They can be better for them. And you are not able to think that much in the future because you are, well, that's what you're saying. We are living now. We have to do it now. But now things are changing and your ideas, your concepts which you have, they are not working anymore for no places in the world.
Aber das war doch immer so.
It was,
Genau.
It was.
Wir können doch nicht darauf beharren. Das wäre ja
But it is what
Leider
you're doing
ist es dazu
right now.
gekommen.
Ja,
richtig.
And you're not accepting that it starts to change, and you're not accepting the changement.
Yeah.
But you need to accept it if you like it or not.
Ja, das ist überhaupt nicht die Frage. Es ist die Frage des Lebens. Damit.
Yes, and for the future of Planet Earth. Planet Earth, as we always told, has its own plan, and it gets also. It's not routine. What you have in your world, it's routine of your life and lifestyle, and this is just falling apart now. But it's not that it's bad. It's bad what you are thinking, but it's good for the future and for the future Planet Earth.
Ja, aber das Leben hat doch immer erst dann quasi stattgefunden, wenn es sich transformieren konnte und sonst war es tot.
It was always life and it was always Earth and it was always also the cosmic mathematics, which is always and has been always there,
So schön. Ich danke Ihnen so für diesen
I think so that you
Reichtum,
understand when such things are happening, that it is something beneficial for the world because it changes and transforms also what is needed, that you have also water places in places where there is no water, that you have, or animals can survive, because you're thinking too much into today and not in the tomorrow. Too much in the today.
Ich danke für diese...
Thank you very, very much, my dear, and be blessed. Thank you, and hear and listen to you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.